Hello everyone, it's Miss Thomas. Today we are looking at piecewise functions. So I got a request for the first one, so I'm going to zoom in on that, but then we'll look at the second one too. So the first one, f of x. Alright, we have f of x equals negative 2x minus 2 where x is less than or equal to 2, and negative x plus 4 where x is greater than 2. So you want to make sure you're really just focusing on one equation at a time. Oh, my stylus just fell apart. So this is the actual equation I'm graphing, and I only care about that equation where my x's are less than or equal to 2. This is just like having y equals, that's an equal sign, negative 2x minus 1. So we're going to just, it's a linear equation. We'll plot our y-intercept of negative 1. We'll go down 2 over 1. Down 2 over 1. We can go up 2 and over 1. Great. So then we want to think about the fact that we have this constraint before we connect it of x is less than or equal to 2. So my x's are equal to 2 here, all along this line. So this point right here, that's important because that's going to be on the boundary. And since it is an or equal to, we're going to go ahead and make a nice solid circle here, and we will connect that to the rest of the points that are less than on the less than 2 side. Okay? I'm going to just put a little, because it's going to continue on forever in the negative direction. So that is our first graph. Now we need to go back and plot the other portion, which is our negative x plus 4. And that is only true where our x's are greater than 2. So this, again, is just a linear equation. We're just going to plot y equals negative x plus 4. So we want our y-intercept of 4. And then from there, our slope is a negative 1. So down 1, back 1, down 1, back 1, down 1, back 1, and so on. But the catch of this one is I only care about it where my x's are greater than 2. So again, that x value of 2 is important, and my line meets that value here. But I'm going to put an open circle here. And the reason I'm doing open circle is because I only have this or equal to. I'm sorry, not an or equal to. We just have a greater than. And since it's x is greater than, my x's are increasing on this side. Oops. Maybe I could draw a straight line. So my graph should be going this way. So these points that these points that I use to help me graph this, I don't actually want to connect them because they're not part of where this equation is true. Okay? And the other thing to look out for is you should never have your graphs on top of each other, right? So if we had extended this, we would have had two pieces of the function on top of each other, which is not allowed. Also, when you have them both on the same constraint, for sure, one can be closed, but at most one. You can't have both of them be closed, or, again, it's not technically a function. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start a new slide with the second problem, so just hang tight. Okay, so looking at this next problem on the paper, we have f of x is equal to negative 4 when x is less than or equal to negative 2, x minus 2 when we're between negative 2 and 2, and negative 2 plus 4 when x is equal to, greater than or equal to 2. So please keep in mind, I'm going to do these in 3 different colors. These are all like y equals, right? Each one of these, consider them separately when you are graphing them. So the first one, y equals negative 4. Well, my y equals negative 4 here. And y equals negative 4 is a horizontal line. So the whole function y equals negative 4 would be this graph right here. The issue is I have x less than or equal to -2. So what that means is I don't want the whole function. I just want the portions that are less than or equal to -2. So I'm going to go ahead and find my x is -2 here. And all those values are greater than. So I'm going to get rid of them. Since it's an or equal to, I should have a solid circle. And then that is all the values where y equals -4 less than or equal to x equals -2. So then we're going to move on to the second equation, x minus 2. So again, this is another linear equation. Our y-intercept is at -2. Our slope is a 1. And our constraints are x between -2 and +2. So the next point, if I follow the slope, would be right here, but it would be an open circle. So I don't need to add anything to that. I'm just going to connect to the closed circle that already exists. That's part of the first line. And then I need to go to where x equals +2. So I need to keep going up here. But that needs to be an open circle because, again, I don't have an or equals to on either of these. So this is the middle portion. Now I need the -2x plus 4. And everybody does it differently, but I find that kids who really struggle with piecewise, it's easiest for them to kind of just start over and erase. So -2x plus 4. My y-intercept is a 4. My slope is a -2, so I go down 2 over 1, down 2 over 1, down 2 over 1, down 2 over 1. Okay, so I have an idea of where my graph should go. Now I need to look at my constraint. My constraint is x is greater than or equal to 2. Well, the graph is really going to pass through. See how straight of a line I can make freehand. Eek. It's going to pass through here. But I only care about x's that are greater than or equal to 2. These are all my x's greater than or equal to 2. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of anything that comes before x is equal to 2. And since it's an or equal to here, I can make it a solid circle where the x is equal to 2. Now another way that you can check this is you can plug values in. Sometimes people like to just plug this value in for x. So if you plug that in, -2 times +2, which is your constraint. Sorry, my stylus keeps falling apart. Ignore this. Plus the 4 equals 0. So you can see our coordinate of 2, 0 is exactly where we've started. So sometimes that helps people find those points. So like you could have plugged this in and this in separately to find your beginning and ending values for the red portion. Hope this helps.